what's going on? It's Twintuitive717. I am back with another video. I hope you guys are doing great today and enjoying your Saturday. I woke up feeling really antsy, and I've been in this kind of anxious energy all day, so I really wanted to share a reading with you guys because I feel like it was the masculine's energy, kind of holding on to me and saying, this is what I'm feeling, like I'm feeling anxious. And what I was getting from that is like, there's this kind of like a feeling in the air, or this energy around him that like time is running out and I need to do something. So I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of night energies come out, or just energies that talk about his, I guess, twin flame epiphany is what I want to say. And I think I mentioned it in the last masculine letter, where I was talking about they haven't experienced like this level of emotion up until like now. And many of you are resonating with that too, whether you're in the masculine or feminine energies. Like at this current time, you have never felt this depth of love ever in your life. And oftentimes, and you'll find it a lot in my older videos, I really try to get you guys on board with trusting your own instincts and intuition, because only you can confirm this experience that you're having. And I feel like that's what the masculine's starting to see or notice now. Like at the end of the day, like he has to have this moment of his to understand his own emotions, his own heart, where that is really coming from, and that no one else can confirm it for him. Because I feel like he's gone through this period of talking to people about it. He's very good at like observing the people around him, and I think that that's been the biggest eye-opener on this journey since he's connected with his feminine, is that her energy matches his in a way that it's almost like a flashlight. Like the what I get is that since he's met the feminine, he's had like these extra spidey senses about people, places, and things, and he's extremely thankful to her at this time, because he's going through a lot of tower moments happening, feeling very lonely, understanding that the way through this loneliness is to, self-care and self-love. So, and that's like what the feminine has kind of taught him this whole time that they've been connecting. So he's really feeling this energy of just missing you, longing for you, wondering if you're still feeling the same way, wanting to reach out but not wanting to be careless about it. So with that being said, I'm going to dip into the cards and just kind of like feel out this energy and lay it all out on the table, because I feel like he wants to talk to you guys and send a message to his divine feminine, but it's like the nervousness, like he's got to pull it together and kind of relax and then come forward. But that feeling of like coming forward and being relaxed is not going to surface until self-love and self-care and that healing process begins, because that's where he's going to get his oomph and like confidence back to really come storming at you guys. The reason he's not reaching out right now is because he's not feeling confident. When they're not feeling confident, they can't feel that sexual energy to kind of like mingle it with you, right? If he's not feeling confident, he's not gonna come in with that energy that you so very much love, feminine. Okay, so he's just not feeling himself, and that's why he may not be physically communicating, but this is his way of reaching out. So if you guys are having dreams, if you're having thoughts, a lot of song synchronicities are hitting you at this time. Trust it. Trust what you're being shown. Pay attention to how your body feels, how your mind feels, how your heart space feels. Sorry, when you get your synchronicities, and that's going to be your biggest guide, because guys, your heart is your compass on this journey. Okay. And I just want to thank you guys so much for being here with me on the channel. Those of you who have connected with me on Wizio.com, it's been such a great experience on that website, because it's such a nice way to personally connect with you guys and just kind of like tailor the service to your needs a little bit. And I love that. You guys are really enjoying the Divine Masculine letters right now. So to those of you who haven't had a session with me yet, if you're guided to, please feel free to visit Wizio.com and you guys can get in touch with me. If you want to personally get in touch with me, you can always hit me up at twintuitive717@gmail.com. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to dive into the cards here. So the sexual energy is a lot right now. I've been picking up on that a lot, because the thing is too, it's not like it's in a perverse way. It's just that like that's how they express themselves when it comes to like loving you. And I think that's why you'll find that there's no sex, like twin flame sex. Like you guys don't even often have to touch. It's like just the thought of that physical connection is enough to make you guys overflow. So you can imagine what he's, going through right now when he's, deeply longing for you and wondering if time is running out. Of course, he wants to make love to you. He wants to do everything to your body. And this is his way of showing you how much he deeply appreciates you and loves you and cherishes you. So okay, so right away we've got, the Ten of Pentacles coming up. So it's kind of like that image I was getting in terms of like, kissing you literally from head to toe feminine, showering you with lots of fruits, a lot of seeds. You guys take that how you will. And the mirror is there because, at the same time, it's what the feminine wants. It's what she thinks of. She may not say it outright as to like, this is how I'm feeling towards you. But like when she's alone, when she's by herself, she can feel this energy a lot. And she often fantasizes about him in the same way as well, because what I'm getting from this is like, her breasts are clearly out here. And, what that tells me is like, she wants to nurture him with sex. She knows where he's coming from in terms of those instincts and those desires towards her. And a lot of the times when the feminine perceives the masculine coming through sexually, it can feel very animalistic, very raw. It might make you blush at times, feminines, because you're like, okay, that's definitely him, because there's no way a random thought doing that would come into my head. So that's him. So you guys are picking up on it, okay? And this is how you guys communicate telepathically as well when you are feeling that urge to be with one another. But it's coming. Like the 10 here doesn't surprise me because it just talks about completions happening. So, like I said, he's done talking about taking action. Like he really wants to come forward now. And almost like in a way that is impulsive. But again, I think that his higher, like this king energy here, king of chalices, this energy is keeping him grounded and sitting down and not rushing forward because, like I said, they don't want to be careless. They have been careless in the way that they've communicated with you, but that was because they didn't have like the knowledge that they did back then, which is this feeling that they're experiencing right now, guys. It's this, okay, I love this person. I love this woman. She is my everything. And look at the way she's surrendering too, because it's like she sees him as her king. And again, with her, bosoms out, she is aware of his every need to be nurtured. And this is why he loves her. He will provide everything for you guys materially. Like that's the masculine's drive. Like it's like how we give birth. It's so natural to them to be in that role. And it's because of the feminine surrendering to him in this way. You see the way she almost wants to dip her fingers in the cup too and overflow his cup with her with her whole fist. She knows she could do it at any time, but she stays calm and she stays grounded. And, with that crown on his head and this being so much water energy, our emotions, it does represent that cup, and you can see he's holding it up because he's proud. He's proud to call her his. Even, and these cards too, you can tell they're a lot older as well. I'm sure they've been around for a really long time. But it kind of takes me back to like even like the way his hand is placed on her head. It's like in today's modern world, maybe we might take offense to that in a way, but it's like the way I see it is like almost I'll take care of you, I will. And with her bosoms out, she will take care of him as well. But they each play, their different role in this. And that's what he's coming into awareness of. It's like, I want to love her. I want to take care of her. Why? Because, again, look at that. All of the nurturing. And look where she's pouring from too. I think Divine Symmetry 1847 pulled this card and she talked about the star card representing like the specific image here. I think she referred to this as milk in the jug. And it was almost like, okay, well, those just fell over on the floor and I don't know if I can ignore them. But yeah, like, back to what she was saying, it's almost like it's his wish come true to be taken care of in this way by her. And I don't think that any other person he's come into contact with has figured this out about him. Do you guys see what I mean? It's almost like it's like they don't know him, but you know him because you know what to say, you know what to do. And it's almost it happens in such a simple way that it's really hard for him to ignore that energy coming from you, divine feminines. Okay. Let me just grab the cards on the floors, guys. See what I mean? I can't pull it together. I don't know if you heard that, but what I was saying was I can't seem to pull it together. So let's see what's coming up here. So we have the Knave of Swords, which is that unconfident energy I was talking about, which is why many of you feel like he's not coming forward even though you are ready. Like snap, 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 she is ready. Man, a lot of bosoms in these cards. But yeah, like you're ready because you're ready to nurture him. But again, like he wants to match your energy with the king here in terms of like stepping forward in this beautiful, mature way. And the kings represent knowledge in the decks. They are part of the court cards, and they do represent getting some information that you didn't have before. And I really do feel like it's him moving out of this energy and being bewildered by her, and understanding this connection for what it is, because she's his wish come true. There is, going to be movement forward in the physical world in terms of new beginnings. And with that 1-2, it kind of, to me, confirms that rushing in energy, because all I can see is like this nurturing energy around the two of them. He's going to nurture her in the way that she's always wanted to have, felt about being in a man's arms, I guess. And that's not literal, guys, because I'm talking about a man's arms in terms of like the masculine energy. So you could be two females and then one of you carrying that more masculine energy within you, or you just associate or feel more comfortable with that masculine energy. And, I think that it represents like the yin and the yang too, like those energies that are balancing and coming together. And I love the candles too here, because it really, to me, feels like, the twin flames and then this third energy of creating something together, this this new love I get. And it's just a beautiful, loving energy is what I feel. Oh yeah, I was going to say about the ones, guys. The one is like, it's the start of something. You've already made up your mind to begin, and now it's, it doesn't surprise me that the 2 comes up after, and this is the 2 of chalices, because I feel like this is where he's making his mind up in the material world. It's like the signs are all around him in terms of how he feels for her. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, and now with the 2 of chalices here coming up, it's the 2 of them coming together. And I feel like life has become very like mundane in the physical world, which is why he's now on this journey to love, to bringing love in his life, because, many of them are kind of, they're feeling this anxiousness because it's like, okay, you've worked so hard to achieve all of this material success and you're comfortable in the material world, but now you can't go to bed at night, or you can't stop tossing and turning at night because you want to welcome the divine feminine's presence in your life again, but just not knowing how, right? Like knowing that, getting to that king energy, feeling very grounded and accepting these things for what they are. You're on a twin flame journey. It is a spiritual experience. It does scare many people who step onto it for the first time because you really don't know what's happening. And I think for him, that's been the case. But now there's just too many things that are happening. Like the divine feminine's not even in his physical space, but she's able to evoke such a strong reaction and have him make certain changes in his life, and she doesn't even have to try. Like there's no, and what I get from this too is like sometimes like with the karmic's energy in his life, it's like very like demanding kind of thing, and with the feminine, it's like the feminine is in her own world. She's in her own bubble, and when she's with the masculine, she invites him into her space in her bubble. And it's just beautiful for him to kind of take a break and watch, someone else have something to bewilder him with, I guess, and I think that for the karmic energy in his life, and this could be anything, guys, like he doesn't even have to be married with a family. It could be just like work, or, you know, maybe he felt really good just being on the grind all the time in terms of like working all the time. And that's what kept him feeling really confident and really good, was having a lot of money in the bank, just feeling that sense of security, right? But it's like he comes across the feminine and she doesn't need any of those things. She's not impressed by any of those things. Why? Because since she's been on this journey, she's learned to do those things for herself. She's broken through a lot of the earthly paradigms that we've been taught. And now it's like an energy to keep up with is what he's feeling, you know? And that's why I feel like in the beginning of the reading, I was sensing that I'm not confident enough to step to her yet. Okay, this knave energy here. Okay, but with the beautiful messages that he's been getting and the loving support that he's been getting from speaking to the right people, connecting with his own thoughts, maybe he's been praying also, and that's like pray, maybe slash meditate. Try to pick up on your own feelings, your own thoughts. So many of you might be having flashbacks also. So how you guys know where the masculines are at in your own connection is pay attention to some of the thoughts you might have, or what it is you're thinking about or telepathically talking to them about at the same time. And that's how you guys will know that they're sending you messages. This is what's on their mind. These are their thoughts. So you guys will know to go back into time around that part of your connection and maybe try to pick up or piece together what's going on. All right. So I hope that clarified a few things for you guys. I was going to dip into these, but you know what? I'll save them for the next reading. And because I wasn't expecting us to really dig into the tarot of sexual magic like this, but I really do feel like the cards were very fitting for the channeling. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. All right. I will see you guys in the next reading. Take care. And I will speak to you soon. Thank you guys for being with me. Thank you for your support. I love you guys a ton. And I'll catch you guys later. Okay. Bye.